Welcome back, one and all, to Parasite Eve. I did a little bit of inventory management, a little bit of swapping things around. Used one of our mod permits to increase the number of slots on our SP jacket. And then I moved over the bonuses from our N jacket to the SP jacket and moved over the resist poison ability from the B vest to the SP jacket. So now we'll be a little bit more poison resistant. I'm going to hold off on further modifying. I could add a slot to the MP5. I'm not going to do that right now. We might get a better weapon in the near-ish future. Apparently, Detective Warner has new information. Well, let's go meet with Warner and Daniel. See what they have to say. The doctor at that hospital was fired for selling off patient records, and Melissa was seen going into the museum late at night several times. Eve? Of course, Aya's focused on Eve, but, you know, like Daniel here, I'm thinking Clamp. I knew Clamp had something to do with this. Split up here, search the city. Eve and Clamp have to be meeting up soon. But we are racing against the clock because we gotta bust our butts. It'll be too late once the ultimate being is born. So Warner will snoop around, see if he can find anything else for us. Daniel, you're going to give us a radio. The spirit of radio? Not quite. Listen, I've been listening to Rush a lot lately. Yeah. Yes, we're counting on you too, Mida. You don't get out of this. You get a radio too. Split up, we'll look for Eve. If you find any trace, you call for backup. Daniel, I thought you were going to stay here. Ha! He's not a desk jockey. He's not going to push papers. He's going after the person who hurt his ex-wife because he might secretly still be in love with her. Let us know if anything comes up. Oh, yeah, sure. I'm just a scientist. I don't know what you want me to do. Oh, Maida-kun. And that brings us to day 5. Evolution. Let's see if my memory card freaks out. Yeah, this isn't my first time recording this episode. Things happened. Anyway, there's 2 new locations for us to visit on day 5, Chinatown and the warehouse. We're going to go to the warehouse first. Most guides will tell you just give this place a wide berth. However, I like to come here early to get a few items. There is really good equipment in here, if you can handle the enemies. Apparently Eve is inside too, and he's gonna go call for backup. Okay. You're not gonna turn into a freakish monster on us, are you, puppy? No? Okay. Elle? Oh, Elle Woods? No, not Elle Woods. Anyway, behind the door here, if I can find it, there's a hidden treasure, a hidden tool. Just like that cop. And over here we get a PPK. I particularly like the ability on the PPK. See, the bottom right there has the ability First Strike. Or First Attack, excuse me, Quick Draw. It lets us occasionally go first, start the combat with a full ATB bar. We're also going to run inside a little bit. There will be some somewhat challenging enemies in here. But in here, we can get a CM protector. It's basically an upgraded version of the CM vest we have in storage. You can see it starts with 3 slots. Then in here, we get to fight some enemies. Oh, look, it's a cute little rodent. What the crap is that? Oh. Okay. Ow. These things hurt. We're going to go ahead and, in advance, I'm going to use Aya's barrier ability. Now, I could have shown this off earlier, but barrier essentially redirects damage, HP damage, if you would take it, to Aya's parasite energy. So you see there, I took 0 damage even though I made contact with the enemy. And you saw there that its bite, which would have normally done somewhere in the region of 100 HP damage, did nothing, but it basically drained our PE. We are out of our depth here. These enemies are a solid 2 or 3 levels ahead of us. You know, it kind of shows. I'm going to leave that little sparkly thing there. That is the warehouse key that'll let you progress further into the dungeon. Then I'm going to go. I am going to grab this item, the M203-2. And then I can't remember if there's something over here or not, so we're going to investigate together. No, it does not appear that way. Let's pop in here too and see if I can grab the items that are in here before we leave. There's another challenging enemy in here. A yellow spider. Don't let it hit you. It hits for like 80 points of damage. Don't mind me if I'm a little quiet. Ow. Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and heal up. Nope. Whew, that was a close dodge. This would be easier at lower levels if I had equipped a rifle, I think, because we'd have better range. Ow. The problem with barrier, of course, is that once you run out of PE, you also run out of barrier. And you start taking damage normally again. Thought there was an item in here. Maybe it's over here. There's one more item I want to get here. So, SP Protector, that's also a good item. In here, there's a rocket, and it says rocket, but it's actually a rocket crate. There's 9 rockets in there. We'll save those for much, much later. And then up here, we can grab an offense +2. Go ahead and throw down a safety save. That way if we get caught in any random battles on the way out, I don't get, you know, my face eaten. And then let's get out of here. I don't think there's anything over this way. There's not. Okay. Yeah, we'll come back to this place later. I do want to head back to the precinct and drop off the rocket crate. You may be wondering, Rogue, why didn't you pick up the warehouse key if you're going to go back to the precinct anyway? And the answer is because inevitably, what's going to happen is when I come back to the warehouse, I'll forget to go to the precinct and pick up the warehouse key first. And so then I'll have to waste even more of your time as I go back to the precinct off screen to get the warehouse key after running through here again. But remember where that phone is for when we come back to the warehouse, because I'm just going to get there off screen. I don't want the rocket crate cluttering up our inventory, though. Nor do I want the extra armor cluttering up our inventory. I'm going to feel really silly here in a minute, though, because I think the SP Protector might actually be superior to the SP Jacket. Anyway, let me store stuff, and if I change my equipment, I'll let you know when I come back. Okay, so we're stuck with the rocket crate, but I did reload the MP5. The SP Protector, the only real advantage it has is, yes, the base defense is slightly higher. It's like 2 points higher. Easily overcome compared to the SP Jacket. But the only other advantage it has is that it comes base with 3 slots and could be expanded to 4, whereas the SP Jacket comes with 2 and it can only be expanded to 3. So, you know, bear that in mind. You may choose to make different choices if you play this game. Anyway, we're off to Chinatown. We're in a little bit of a pickle if I do find armor that I want to swap out the SP Jacket for, because I put the ability on there, so we would need a super tool. So we're kind of stuck with the SP Jacket for a while. But that's okay. It's a pretty decent piece of armor. I mean, look at those stats. For this part of the game, yeah, it's solid. By the time it matters, I think we will have access to super tools. Anyway, Chinatown is pretty much abandoned. Get a medicine 3 over here. I see that chest off to the right. And we also get to fight a couple of these. Why did these look like kitty cats? Anyway, well, you saw their ability. They are kitty cats. Ow. Bad kitty. That explains in the warehouse why the one was going after the rat up until it transformed and was able to defend itself. Ow. Those little fireball things hurt. There you go. Anyway, what's over here? A PE +1. Go ahead and throw that on our armor. Also, I forgot to mention this, but in the police station, the medicine does level up with you. I don't know if there's like a particular threshold or anything like that. I don't know if there's any treasure over here either. I don't think so. Anything over here? No. It's just long, narrow hallway forward. Alright. You know what? I should probably heal up for no apparent reason. It's like I knew. Which, one could argue, oh, but you did know because you've played this game before. Yes, but I've forgotten. Anyway, nothing terribly new here. Some snakes. And bad kitty cats. Be back when I've defeated them. Okay. Nothing great. I see that treasure chest, those treasure chests up there. Offense +1. And the M79-2, which I believe is also a grenade launcher? Yes. And let's take a look at that ability that it has there, because I don't remember what it is. I guess I can't. Maybe I can do it in here. Acid effect. That could be useful. I think acid effect does more... No, I can't remember what acid effect does, but more damage with. Anyway, we see the phone over there. I don't think there's anything else on this screen. Go ahead and throw down a safety save, why not? Make sure that if I die, you know, things don't go sideways. I would say the downside is that to this game is that PE doesn't recharge in between battles. So in the warehouse where it's extremely tight quarters, we'll talk to Maida, and no, I guess I won't. Aya, it's here. Huh? I want that treasure chest. It looks like rotten meat. I'm going down to have a look. Notify Daniel. Here, take this. The Narita. This charm, unlike the other two, actually does something later on, and we cannot remove it from our inventory. So it's going to join the rocket crate all the way at the bottom of my inventory. I don't believe there's any other items, so just gonna jump down into the sewers because apparently we need to. This game is so so good. We have 2 obligatory sewer levels. Why do they have sewer levels in JRPGs? Like, why is that a common trope? Is it this way to progress, or is it the other way? Good question, Rogue. Answer, you don't remember. Anyway. Bats! 3 of them. Oh, those things. So that sonic ability that it just hit out with, that actually will cause blindness. Ah! You see what it does to your range? And the ability to remove blindness is basically locked to New Game Plus. Fortunately, it doesn't last too long. Oh good, we get some Cure Darkness items. Those will be handy. Alright, let me check the other way real quick, and then I'll be back. Alright, no, there is another intersection over here. And here we have a battle against a bat and some nope ropes. Back in a sec. Okay. Easy enough. Alright, I need to reload my weapon. Oh, I forgot to use this offense +1. Well, that'll certainly help me kill bats. Gonna avoid auto-sorting for now. I don't remember where all the treasure is, so we're going to try to systematically explore the sewers, and hopefully I find everything before I find our way to boss time. Oh no, a blue frog. I'm totally unprepared for a blue frog. Aya just shoots it while it's jumping in the air. Oh, defense plus defense down. That's no good. That's probably what acid does, is it probably lowers the enemy defense. Anyway, the sewers can be quite mazy. Here we get an M870, which is a shotgun. See that icon on the lower right? That's the burst ability. That can replace the random fire ability. We're going to hold on to that for later. Alright, I don't want to waste anybody's time, so give me a minute. Let me look up a map if I can find one. Great news, everybody. I did find one. I'll link it in the video description. That way, if you're playing this, you too can refer to this sewer map. There's a lot of good treasure down here. And like I said, I don't want to waste your time or mine, to be honest. I might not take the most efficient route through here. But, I certainly will try to cover everything that I can. Cannot go that way, Rogue. What are you doing? I don't remember... Oh, no, the other treasure is up top. Get a tool here. The ladder is on the other side. And in here, we get an offense +1. I feel like there's something else here. Oh, it's an offense +1 or a defense +1. Yeah, somebody uploaded, it looks like a map from the official strategy guide. So it's pretty helpful. Anyway, we'll, just head left from here. I want to head over 1, 2, 3 intersections. What's attacking us now? Another frog. Be wary of those frogs. They have an attack where they'll jump up out of sight, and then they will slam down on top of Aya. So, you know, that's a thing that happens. Okay, want to go north from this intersection. And there should be a range +1 up here, if I've read this map correctly. No? Did I count wrong? Does Rogue not know how to count? I'll try going left one more time. Yeah, Rogue doesn't know how to count. That's the problem. I counted this screen transition, you know, previously as an intersection. Dang it. Alright, back in a sec. Ooh, these enemies are kicking my butt. But that's alright. We will survive. I'm sorry. You all didn't deserve that. You've got to be kidding me. You know, Rogue, it would help if you stopped walking Aya directly back. Anyway, we gained the Gene Heal ability with this level up, which is basically a regen ability. It's pretty nice. Lets us recover HP over time during combat. I don't remember what the Parasite energy cost is relative to, say, like, heal. Of course, they don't give us hard numbers. But you can see it's pretty expensive. So, anyway, up there in the flashing glint, that's our range +1. Oh, it's an offense +1. Oh, so I see that they, the map from the official strategy guide isn't necessarily complete. Or perhaps has things missing. Interesting. Very interesting. Anyway, I want to head up north here. Because up here, there's a flashing glint, which should be... Come on, Aya. Aya, you're standing on it. A super tool. Super tools are awesome because they will let you transfer without losing an ability. Honestly, I'm kind of wondering if maybe swapping the MP5 for the shotgun might not be a bad idea. That might be an idea. Might be. Anyway. Swing a left. And in right there, there's another glint. Our inventory is full. Well, we can't have that. Use the medicine too. Oh, and use the offense +1 on the MP5. Why not? Since I have to sort my inventory anyway, it no longer matters. Right, actually pick up the item, Rogue. Get a Cure Darkness item. Pretty useful fighting all these bats. I've got a fair amount of them though, so I might pitch it. Anyway, then we go down here. We get a really useful consumable for this stage of the game. A Medicine 4. It heals 400 HP. I don't know if before New Game Plus you can even get up that much, so essentially it's an X potion. Anyway, we'll come down here. Yeah, sure, let's exchange an item. We'll drop a Cure D in the chest. And what we got there, I don't know if you saw, was the CR Protector. Take a look. Increases max HP. However, it slows our ATB gauge. So it would be useful to be able to maybe get rid of the, that. And, we can do that. If we want, we can transfer the bonus stats and the HP Max Plus over to the SP jacket. And I might very well do that. You can see, stats-wise, it's... The base stats, it's not, you know, only does a little bit better on Parasite Energy Recharge. So. No, right. No, I don't want to exchange an item. I want to come down here. I want to swing it right. No. Actually, I want to go south first. No. That's the way to progress. What are you thinking, Rogue? What are you thinking? You're not thinking. That's the problem. Sorry, viewers. I wasted a few moments of your time for bats. I don't know why a sonic screech would make Aya have vision problems. Maybe it triggers a migraine or something. Anyway, let's drop this Cure Poison. Shouldn't really need to hold on to that anymore. We could move the HP plus and the bonus stats over to the SP jacket if I wanted to. Anyway, and here we get the M203-3. yet another M203 grenade launcher. And then I'll swing down here because I need to swing down this way. And maybe we'll get lucky. Drop a Cure Darkness. Sad. That could have also been a range +1. But it wasn't. Anyway, we climb the ladder up here. And we can go all the way across this bridge to the far right and grab the last item before we move on. I hope. Because it looks like that leads to progress. I don't necessarily want to go towards progress just yet, because I'm addicted to getting prizes. Here we get Club 3. Club 3 is pretty nice. We'll equip it real quick. It has not only the steel item but half attack power, it has quick draw. So it's straight up better than Club 2. There's no reason to hold on to Club 2 anymore. In fact, I might just straight up drop Club 2. Everything in me is screaming that I'm not allowed to do that. I'm doing it. I did it. But Rogue, what if you want it back? Don't care. Do not care. Another bat. It hit me twice with darkness. But that's okay, because I have so many Cure Darkness items that it's fine. Anyway, more sewers. Oh, sorry about that. This is... That's right. It's the audience from Central Park. Aya, what are you gonna do against the giant blob with that tiny little handgun? Girl, what are you thinking? I have to get the slime out of the reservoir before it infects the whole city. Well, how are we gonna do that, Aya? Let's see. We come down here. We can get into another fight. Against Gator Mark II. I think these are identical to the Gators we fought on day 1. He says, being immediately proven wrong. I mean, he shot fire out of his mouth. Gonna go ahead and, I can't reload? That's annoying. Thought I could reload. I guess not. Anyway, they're fairly straightforward. Nothing too crazy, but here we got a CR raid and a range +1. Both of those pretty nice prizes. And then there should be another tool down here, which is the whole reason I came down here. There sure is. Use that on the SP jackets. Use this on our MP5. And we get a tool. Back up the ladder, Aya. Anyway, like I said, I will link to the sewer map on in the video description for you. That way, if you're playing along at home, you know, you have access. You can see the fastest route through the sewer. Maybe you don't care about all the treasure. Maybe you don't want to play with my video in the background. I don't know. I don't judge. Right, reload your weapon. I don't know if there's a boss fight coming up. I don't recall. There might be. Anyway, door here. We'll head into the next room. Whew, there's a save point. And some ammo. What awaits us when we drain the reservoir? Can we stop the people from the concert from infecting everyone in the city? I don't know. We'll find out next time, I guess, on Let's Play Parasite Eve. I've been the Arcane Rogue, and as always, I hope you have a wonderful day.